Chapter 4, verse 5 says, that ye should do so in the land whether you go to the best.
Read it from the top again.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that you should do so in the land whether you go to the best.
Right, so like that's what we out here to do again, teach our people these statutes and commands. So they can know how to treat each other, and we can know who these other nations are, who can divide us and separate them. Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So it said this would be our wisdom and understanding in the sight of all the nations. So that, but what that we don't have, it's like we don't got no wisdom and understanding in the sight of all the nations because we don't keep these statutes and commands. But the churches teach us that we don't gotta keep it no more. But who taught them that? The white man. Go ahead.
You shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for?
So wait. So okay. So nigh unto them, nigh.
Near.
Okay, so read that a little bit.
Read it from the top again.
For what nation is there so great who have God so nigh unto them?
So what nation is so great that have
God near unto them. So this would be the attitude of the other nations. If we were keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Other nations would be right. These are that's one of the blessings. The other nation would be like, we can't mess with them. They right. So what do? That's why, like even during the slave trade, it just wasn't the white man that helped get us. The Africans and the Arabs are the one that gathered us up. And then when we got over here, everybody took part of it. The Chinese, Japanese, just like that, they move in our neighborhood, get their business, they exploit us just like the white man. So
are the Mexicans in LA?
But the Mexicans are our people. Remember, LA was their land. California and Texas.
They bought it.
Huh?
They bought it.
Nah, they took it from the Mexicans. White man took California and Texas, right? So that's another conquer and divide method they use. They try to make us be against the Mexicans. The Mexicans are our brothers.
Now, majority of California is owned by China.
Well, true, because they rather sell it to them than to us. You remember MGM? Bill Cosby wanted to buy it, and
That's why they were slamming. They took it down.
Exactly. And they're still bothering him. They killed his son and his daughters died.
Right.
Two of the daughters have died. Yeah.
But see, Bill,
He
he made them deals with them. And then he tried to clean it up at the end, but that's what we try to tell our people. Don't sell yourself out to live rich right now. Right, the Bible tells you that. Because when you do that, the white man he got something to come back and get you with. Now the Lord can bless some men with riches. But a lot of our leaders sold that. So they done a lot of vulnerable stuff. They just sold their people out. Just like with Bill there. Okay, even though he wanted to buy that stuff, Bill, you almost worth $1 billion. How many of these people have you came to help? How much help have you really did as far as helping this community? You ain't done nothing. You really ain't done nothing.
because like Sister Toyota, amazingly, he's like over here. He's living a very peaceful, loving, happy life.
Because he's staying in their control.
Right. His second wife is with the wife on there. But what is you gotta work with him if you wanna
work with them, but you don't sell out to them.
like most of these young rappers, they seem like no souls at the court.
Exactly. Did you finish with this? What you had something in there? You had something you want to bring up?
Yeah, I was going to bring out that Daniel 7:25, which is to let you know that they tried to tamper with the Most High's laws in time. That's why, they say a new day starts at midnight, which actually a new day starts according to the Most High law is at sundown. So it says, and he shall, which is speaking of the people of the other nations, speak great words against the Most High.
It's talking about so-called, it's actually going into when America came into power. See, this is prophecy right here. This is Daniel 7. And when you read Daniel chapter 7, Daniel chapter 8, they talk about the four beasts, which were the four kingdoms that were to come on earth. And that's why they did, without this book, you'll never be able to understand Daniel 7 chapter, Daniel 8 chapter, or understand when the Lord came upon earth. Because it skipped when the Greeks came into power. So that's why they took this part of the Bible. That's why they took this part out of the Bible. Go ahead. What you been say?
I have a thought. It contradicts sometimes the Bible does that because we're saying how, well, we know in the Ten Commandments that the Sabbath day, the Sabbath starts sunset Friday, and then to Saturday. That's the Sabbath.
Now you remember what we said that we didn't like when we was keeping.
But now it just said, and you just read something about that's when the new day does start, from sunset to sunrise. That's the new day.
We never said Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with Friday or Saturday. Like you said, sundown to sundown, right? So we did like as for right. See, we gonna answer whatever question
I know
you
you
got.
tried to give me all this stuff
At one time, right. But just you ain't giving you too much though. Just know, go ahead. Right, just know when we was keeping, and we can get this out of here too. Actually show you like when we was keeping that, we never had no like Sunday. That goes back to the sun god. Monday go back to the moon god. So each one of the days go back to a god that the so-called white man would worship. So we never kept up with the days like that. We kept up with them. Day one was when the new moon came, and the new moon is when you don't see no moon in the sky. That's when the new moon. So that's when the day actually starts during that time when the sun goes around. So it's the first day. That's how we kept up with the day. Like even when they got over here, you had the Aztecs. They made their calendar. They had like different sundown. Matter of fact, get Genesis 1:14. You go ahead and get that. Get Genesis. Let me get Genesis 1:14.
Yeah, because we're going to piggyback it off of the calendar system. Actually go back to you had the Julius Caesar calendar, then you got the Gregorian calendar, and it goes back. And that's where those days came in from their gods. That they came in. So a lot of people say, well, Friday to Saturday is the Saturday. But no, it's not. Sometimes it falls on Friday and Saturday, according to the new moon. But it's not all the time.
Because in the bread, the Jewish people, they also ferment and say that's the first Saturday.
But there's nowhere in the scriptures where you see Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It does have the word Sunday in here, but it's not.
It says, remember the seventh day. 6 days shall thy labor and all thy work, but the seventh is a Sabbath.
That's supposed to be a 24-hour period day. So what do we do as what we used to do as Christians, and what the Christians do now? They go to church for about 3 hours. They listen to the preacher prophesize 3 verses or 2 verses, and then they go back to doing what they want to do. But they have not given them that 24-hour worship. They have not denied themselves of their own pleasure to go home, watch TV, and do whatever, talk on the phone, or whatever they want to do. They have not denied themselves of their pleasure. So they have not kept the Sabbath. They're breaking the Sabbath.
Since we in captivity, we ain't gonna keep it perfect. We try to keep it to the best of our ability, even the laws that we have.
That's what Rick said. He knew we were going to be over here, we were going to be enslaved, so he knew we were going to be able to do everything 100%. So that's where, you got grace in. But we're not supposed to abuse it. We're saying, okay, since I'm in captivity, I can go out here and do that. I know I got grace. It don't work that way. It's the Genesis 1:14. It says, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night.
Right, so it says that there be lights in the firmament, which the firmament is the sky. It's the Greek way of saying the sky. In Hebrew, but it's talking about the sky. What does it say? Read it again.
Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night.
Right.
And let them be for signs and for seasons.
It said let the 2 lights, let them be for signs and for seasons. Read it again, I stop.
And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night.
So what's the lights in the sky that divide the day from the night? You got the sun and the moon. and the stars. Because you got the sun and the moon that divide the day from the night. The sun for the day, moon for the night. Go ahead.
And let them be for signs.
You said let them be for signs. Go ahead.
And for seasons.
And for seasons.
And for days.
And for days.
And years.
Right. So that's how we kept up with. That's how we kept up with everything. Right. So all this in the Bible. So this how we supposed to be. This how our parents supposed to break the Bible down. So like we say, this is we out here do anything we say. We're gonna go show. We're gonna prove it out the Bible, showing people we ain't write the book. It's sitting there. You know, we just gotta read it and get the proper understanding of what's going on. What you say something? Then I got what did you had something? You get that Ecclesiastes? Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes, which is in this red book. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 43, verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of time and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreases in her perfection. The month is called after her name.
So like he was saying, the word month come from the word. Right. It's all in the Bible.
Increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven, which is what we just read. The beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, and ornaments giving light in the highest places of the Lord.
I guess I need to go back and read the Bible and have these women help aids so I can really understand.
Because I got something else for you. What you had something?
No.
I got something else for you. It's in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary again. So I looked up the word calendar, right? And it got days right here. So we're going into the days. It say in the biblical record of time begins with the account of creation. Everything we say, we're going to prove it out the Bible. So even if the pastor trying to come to tell you, we're going to show him you don't even know the Bible. Then we try, it's the church right here.
And the church is not.
But we do have a day we meet there. We have a day we meet during the week. Like some brother come up with like a Bible lesson we read during the weekend, and then on Saturday we actually go over the Bible lesson. Then got a guy that wants to what they read or anything else, anything they read. So we do have a day that we meet up.
It's not just me, it's not just me, it's me and him doing the game. So it's all of us.
Well, it's going to have to be somebody of your band frame. I see, just like you said, he telling people they going to listen to him. But that made you want to come. That made you want to come see what was going on.
It did. Because God, Jesus were lords, but I'm always trying to learn.
Right.
You know, I understand. So, there's so many holes in it.
Well, we used to be the same way. We used to be the same way until we came across brothers. We weren't always doing this. So we had to came across brothers just like he came across us. And we like, what they talking about? Let me see it. Then started to listen to them. And then we like, man, we know the Bible. And then they started to show us a lot of stuff in the Bible that we didn't know was in there. So we started to read on that. We was the same way like you. Like, man, I just lost it. Man, we been tricked this whole time. So we was in that same boat.
What is the Messiah? He said, my sheep will hear my voice. So when we heard his word, it resonated with our spirit that, hey, this is it. And when they showed us proof of it, we're like, hey, this is the actual word. This is what the Messiah was talking about. And they said, this doctrine, what is this doctrine that he's teaching? That's what they said. What is this doctrine that he's teaching?
It's not only just us doing it, it's around the whole world.
I know. I see you guys do that.
Right.
In fact, one of my nieces' boyfriends, he joined an organization.
You can call it an organization, but it's really the body of right. It's the church.
They broke him up. So she was born weird and something like this myself. And she's not as open-minded as I am because I'm church. Because I know I have a correct understanding. No, I want to live in the Bible. And
probably just want her turn to get learning that. She probably come around later on.
Because I've been searching, and I'm like, so I've been searching. Like right now, I attend this church, church is spiritual, and it's the founder is Sam. But anyway, they use the King James version, but the things that they teach are very similar to things that I have heard before, that didn't really make any sense to me.
They're going by what they've been taught by the white man in the seminary and the
But
theology.
listen, they got a little bit better understanding because they do teach that some of these, there's a different meaning of the word. It's not just so they have
And a lot of it is literal. A lot of it is literal. No, you got parables in here. Like the parable when we read about the dollar. That's metaphorically speaking. We know that's not a four-legged animal. When he was talking to the people, right? So you got metaphors in there. Just like we might say something metaphorical, you know. When we speak, we might say something metaphorical, but we know that ain't what it's talking about. You know, we got like the slang we got different slang that we'll use.
Okay, but then what are you, like Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah, that's literal. That
That's
happened.
literal?
That was literally 5 cities. The Lord. See, that's another example of the King James was a faggot. Why we let that stay in there? The Lord destroyed 5 cities. No. He could have paid. He the king. Listen, if he the king, he control everything. He don't need no money. He controlling the money. It ain't like the president of America. He the king. So when he say go, all he had to do look. That ain't gonna be in there. If whoever say it is, off with their head. Cause he was the king. That's the power he had at the time. So that's another proven fact to prove he wasn't no homosexual.
Just to give you a good example, do you believe that we're going to have a heaven come out of the sky, a new heaven and a new city, Jerusalem, come down out of the sky?
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Do you?
But a lot of people believe that, right?
And see,
According to
that's-
Revelations, right?
Right, but that don't make sense to me because if God is our creator and he loves us, he's the part that makes me like, really? We died, they gonna wake us up and then burn us for all of our sin? I mean,
That ain't even in here. See, that's another lie that they done tricked
but
us
the
with.
Seventh-day Adventists, when I tell my mother that, I'm blaspheming.
Right. They ain't but
You believe that there's a hell?
I believe that it's whatever life, I believe in cause and effect. So whatever life you choose, it can be the heaven or hell right here on this where we are
Right.
right
Well, that's what the Bible teaches. But hell, a lot of people believe in hell, got the devil down there with the
It's
pitchfork.
because religion is a business. You heard of Carlson Pearson? You see how once he said he had an awakening and that the Holy Spirit told him there is no hell. They excommunicated him. He had a great big congregation in Oklahoma, and Orson Welles was his mentor and everything, and all died.
Yeah, hell is actually, the Bible literally means the grave.
Makes condition.
Or condition,
Just like the saying goes, white man's heaven, black man's hell, and vice versa. It's just a condition that are in. We literally live in it. See
But
it.
scripture-wise, it's talking, when he said go into the belly of hell, it's talking about the grave.
I got something.
So that's what I was just saying, like, when he was talking about literally, I was just trying to give you some ideas of ground, to...
Because they still teach that when God comes back here, we're going to see our mothers, we're going to see our fathers. They're dead, right?
They gonna be given new bodies, because it's like this.
So what? They going to be reincarnated?
See, the Bible teaches reincarnation.
My father believed that.
And that's in the Bible. Because the spirit it's just like you said, the spirit never dies. The flesh don't go back to the ground, but the spirit go to the heavenly Father. And it come back and it's like a third or fourth generation.
I know you just said, even been here, or she had been here before.
I'm a grandson.
Right.
It's so smart.
Yeah, you can show them too. But reincarnation in the Bible.
He's only 5 months old. He's already falling.
He got a granddaughter super smart. too, but she is super advanced. 3. Right.
She's starting to crawl.
So you have family here?
Yeah. Well, I'm married into the family that's here. They're related to Megger.
Megger Evans.
Yeah. So it's a Lynch family.
See, Megger Evans was one of the leaders that wouldn't sell out to them, so it has to get it.
Get rid of everybody.
Jesus was a leader that wouldn't sell out to them, so they killed him. The same people, the same people that were Jesus. These are actually the same people now.
That's what we call it.
They would call themselves the Romans, but they was actually the same people that they was white. They would be so-called white people. It was known as even Rome back then, which they was red. Because the white man ain't white, he red. That's why we come into the sun, right, and he turn red, get skin cancer, nature's against him. And we can prove that out the Bible too.
Really? I believe you that they deceive us so much. We got to get that SPS skin sun protection agent. And I start getting chemical pills in my freezer, but we get our strength from the sun too. Vitamin D and everything. And now everybody got a vitamin D deficiency. We got to take supplements. They just
Right, they teach you that the sun ain't good. It ain't good for them. It's good for us. Get on.
So when you go back through that, be sure to tell that young man he need to come over here and get some knowledge.
Okay, do you pray?
I want you to show me which one it is, because I'm going to call him over there. Yeah.
So pictures just said.
Okay.
So which one do you guys pray? Because it's 3.
It don't matter who want to act.
Any particular thing you want us to pray about?
Just our safety, peace of the world, and our minds are all feel the spirit and live better lives. Because we went to the civil service museum. Jesus was government black.
Right. We're being an Israelite. But the Bible tells us that.
That's what we go into and let our people know, hey, it's going to get better for us. And it's going to get worse for them.
Have to go to heaven.
Oh, heaven going to be on earth.
I know.
We going to rule the earth. Nah. Heaven going to be on earth.
That's why I asked you about that.
We're going to say a prayer, but see, I want you to understand this too, man. Like right now, the Lord just got the chosen of these people who going to be able to understand what you understand right now. All our people not going to understand this right now. Right, it's the elect. But eventually they all will understand. When he bring heaven on earth, everybody get their new bodies. Now I'm going to tell you this too, it's the hard pill to swallow. But 2/3 of our people, they don't want to get right. They want to continue living wickedly. So when the Lord do, God will bring the wrath and the destruction, because America gonna get destroyed worse than Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. Because this place make laws for homosexuals. Like even June, the month June, that was the LGBT month. And Obama gave them that month. Like Obama really was a slick side fact. They don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Obama was a fact, a homosexual. It's just, it is what it is. We don't got nothing right. But notice how they never try to bring nothing up against Obama. They made him look like he was the perfect president. What black man have you ever seen with that much power? He never brought no dirt out against him. So called black. You really believe that. We doing this word right now. We preaching the word right now. But we ain't scared to admit we ain't always been doing this. This stuff we done. But it ain't been no homosexual stuff, man. Ain't been none of that.
Let's get clear.
Yeah, let's get that clear. But this stuff we done that they go dig up like, I remember you done this, how you preaching it? You know, they done Paul, they try to do the men of the Lord like this. They just making a point of Obama made June the month, he gave them that month.
He honored homosexuality so much.
Why you think he did that?
And in the White House, when they passed the bill, painted the White House in the LGBT colors and all of that.
So then what? She don't really know.
That's what they say.
Well, where their kids come from?
They say them adopted kids, they say them ain't their real kids. They say they adopted them, but that's what they say. So we don't got no proof and facts on that.
But it's always a little bit of truth or whatever.
But it goes back just like to what we said. King James, he let a book come out against faggots. But then you got a guy, like you said, who embrace homosexuality. So you be the judge on it. Why is you embracing it?
Never
Right.
thought about
Which
it
one
like
goes
that.
against the Most High's command? The Bible or
I guess we were just so
the
happy.
churches that allow
Right.
that to happen?
We've been down so long.
Yeah.
Like, we've been down so long. You say our people just happy to see, especially like our grandmas and grandfathers who've been through worse stuff than we had. You know, they just happy to see a black man, but that was a trick the white man used. He tricked us with it.
Well, McConnell, when we were asking for reformation, he said, no, y'all got all you gonna get. You had a black president. We got civil rights laws. We've been enacted other laws that make you have a good life. So, I mean, and we weren't here to enact slavery on you anyway. So, anyway.
But see, they trying to say that so that they can have that peace when the tides change, because the scripture tells us that he that leadeth in the captivity must go into captivity. So
It's just a circle.
right.
Because
So
we used to be leaders before, right?
Right.
10 captivity and all that, and they went and changed all the maps and all the names.
Right. So they going into slavery.
Of
1,000 years.
Thus said the Bible. We can show you that in the Bible too. Yeah, this ain't us talking, huh?
It's not
And that's in the book of
That's all
Revelation.
nations, all other nations.
They're gonna have to go into subjection for what they did to our people. Like he was saying earlier, they took part in our slavery as well and bringing it down. So, and the Lord is a just God. So if they did that to us, and we the chosen people, we the apple of his eye, He gonna have to get retro. He gonna have to avenge us for that. So he gonna put us back on top of how the order how it's supposed to be in the beginning.
Let's get it. Get Revelation 3 in there.
So, what about Africa? Because they were a part of it.
Oh, they gonna get it too. All nations gonna get it.
Iranian.
Yeah, all of it.
We didn't hear. Why is Trump trying to get us in the war?
Because that's
That's
part of the
prophecy.
promise.
That's the part of it. That's how it won't happen to
What
happen.
is that? Hosea?
So we gonna start having
Now,
bombs.
that war is prophesying to the body. And that's gonna bring about destruction and ultimately bring about the elect salvation for these people. So everything.
My grandson that to enjoy it. Because is it 1,000 years yet?
Huh. What you said, 1,000 years of slavery?
Oh, he gonna be, he
What you said, is it 1,000 years what?
That the world's gonna come to an end. Like a war.
It's not gonna come to an end for for us, for the people. It's just the white man's world's gonna end. That's why they say
His
the world's
rulership
gonna end.
gonna
right. His rulership, his government.
And that's when these people gonna rule. Now see, that's what the Lord coming back is all about. He coming back to destroy all these other nations and put his people back on top. That's it. That's in your book. That's in the book of Revelations too.
Right. And I'm going to give you some prophecy here that's happening right now. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I'm going to start at 1. It said, behold, in those days, which is our days now, and in that time, which is our time now, when I shall bring again the captive of Judah, captivity of Judah, Salaki, and Jerusalem.
So the Lord said He gonna bring the captivity of these people, which He's talking about He gonna turn it around. So this is a future prophecy right here by this prophet Joel. He said in those days and in that time, He bring our captivity back. And how does it start? Our people have to learn the knowledge of salvation first. So that's what you're learning right now. Like they taught us, what they say, confess with thy mouth and believe with thy heart. You're gonna be saved, but that's part of it. But it's more to it. Our people have to actually learn the knowledge of salvation. So we ain't have to go that deep with you because you already just had to need the pieces to the puzzle that was missing. And that's all we get because we can tell you've been studying and reading. So that's part of our captivity being turned back. Us learning who we really are now. This is part of the knowledge of salvation. Notice how they let us say we can be Masons, we can be Muslims, we can be in these Greek fraternities. When we start saying we the Israelites, then everybody got a problem with this. Because this is our true heritage right here. This ain't nothing made up. This ain't nothing nobody started. This is the name the Heavenly Father gave us. So it's part of the knowledge of salvation. When you go to church, it's the first thing the pastor's supposed to teach us. We the Israelites. We the chosen people.
So I would say it's a nationality, not a religion.
Right.
Which goes back to the Messiah saying you'll be hated for my name's sake. Because we don't teach Jesus, we teach his name. So, like the young man hating on us over there. You know.
Yeah, he just think he know how he saw that picture of the horns. So he automatically think. He automatically think we against who he know is Jesus. But he never came to listen to us and like you did, understood and get to understand. All he had to do was read the same. But see, he can't probably see them and see them all the verses right there to prove what they're saying. Say that image not big, got Revelation 1.
Because they try to say Jesus isn't Jew.
He is. But the word Jew came from Jew. It's just a short way of saying Jew. Which we the Jew. We the real Jews, the Negroes.
And that's something we carried over because, you know, even the generation, well, my generation, I'm pretty sure y'all generation as well, you know, when we talk to our brothers and stuff, we'll call them Jew, like, hey, Jew, what's up, Jew? But not knowing that we, you know, where it came from, we just say it. But that's what it goes back to.
Okay, and
Go ahead.
well, no, this is Joel chapter 3, verse 2. It said, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which that's what's happening now. All nations' army is over in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is over around Jerusalem. I think it's northeast of Jerusalem, in that valley there. So there's a lot of armies over in that area. And it says,
right, the whole area where the war going on with Syria and Iran, like Iran is the final pieces to the puzzle. But like you were saying, all that's the battle of Jehoshaphat over there. This was prophesied in the Bible. You see what the Lord doing is bringing finna make all the same people that fought to keep us down, they ain't finna make them fight each other with their arms and their nuclear weapons. And this is what's gonna bring that lake of fire the Bible talk about. There ain't no lake of fire gonna be under the ground. The lake of fire gonna be America with all those other nations shoot their nuclear missiles on this place. Because this is where you reading that, this is gonna lead to them, everybody turning and pointing their missiles, shooting their missiles on America.
and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage.
So the Lord said he gonna plead with them there in the valley of Jehoshaphat. So this is what he's doing right now. Like you said, why Trump trying to go to war with Iran? The Lord doing it. Get that to Isaiah 13. He rushed up the valley.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
So he said whom they have scattered among the nations. Right.
And parted my land.
Part of his land. So they took our land. You know, Israel, then certain parts of Africa too, but their land over there here. Like we said, they just teach us Israel. But we really look at it as a whole, like some of this gotta be a part of our land too. How great it is, the Lord's style land was gonna be and it was gonna be a land that make everybody jealous. So go ahead. But like they part of our land, so when they sold us in the slave. Cause see, this was going to the slave trade right here. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you done.
And they have cast lots for my people.
Then they sure did. They cast lots for our people with the auction blocks. Right. The Lord ain't say after he said, my people, my heritage, Israel. They know who his people are. Go ahead.
And have given a boy for a model.
And they actually done this during this time of slavery.
They doing it now in the music industry and the TV industry. They're making these dresses and turning them out into homosexuals and so.
Well, that was prophesied.
What this actually going into is the slave trade. This actually happened during the slave trade. If one of the guys wanted to buy a slave woman and ain't have her no money, they'll trade a harlot for it. Then they'll trade liquor for it. You can actually go back and do the history. The Africans the one that was doing this. Go ahead.
And sold a girl for wine.
They sold a girl for wine. You can look up that history.
It sounded like they were on what was the drug where it just took away crack. All the maternal instinct, they were selling their kids.
But it's actually going, like I said, if you do the research of all the things what they were selling the slaves for, like you had the because it was like the so-called Jews, they wanted to actually finance the slave trade. So they was actually the thing was doing 70 AD, like this 70 years after the Lord was born, the Lord had prophesied that we was gonna fall. Matter of fact, get that real quick. Yeah, you know, get Luke 21.
Let me just finish this out and I'll get it, because this is just going into something else.
Get Luke 21 and 24 real quick, bro. Go ahead.
It says, that they might drink
Right, that they may drink. So like I was saying, you can look it up on your own time. During the time when the slavery first started, well, I ain't say when it first started, but during the slave trade. Right, when the slave trade, when I'm talking about when the slave trade, I had people we came over here in the chains on ships. Now see, that's in the Bible too.
That's how we were being transported.
Matter of fact, you do run the 286 there.
So we do
Stay right
still
here.
need
Stay
to
right here.
I got it.
read the Old Testament.
Yeah, you got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. See, our people think you can read the book, you're supposed to read the Bible like you read a regular novel and get to understand it. Nah, if it was that easy to understand, the white man would have been took this book. We didn't have it.
Well, that's why it's still one of the best things.
Right, because nobody haven't figured it out. See, it's a puzzle. You got to go from the whole, you got each book, you put the whole puzzle together and get to understand it. That's not right. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. This baby
Read 15 and then get 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, so the Lord said all these curses shall overcome us and overtake us.
There's plenty of curses to go all the way to verse 68. But this verse 68
This the one of the main curses that came upon us right here. Go ahead.
and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said the Lord shall bring us into Egypt again with ships. Right. See,
This is Egypt?
this the new
You have
Egypt.
to look up the word.
Right. The word Egypt means bondage. So the Lord basically saying, right. So it says shall bring us into Egypt again with ships. And then another way America Egypt. America take on all the ancient customs of Egypt. That's why you see this today. The pyramid on the back of the dollar. All these different Christmas, all this stuff come from ancient Egypt.
And you even got cities that's named after cities in Egypt. And then I believe it's pyramids over here too as well. I forgot.
You got Memphis. Memphis actually designed. You got Memphis. That was a city in Egypt. Then you got an Egypt, Mississippi. But America is like the modern day Egypt. But that word Egypt right there means bondage. We look it up in the Hebrew. So the Lord said He will bring us into bondage again with ships. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right.
thou shalt see it no more again.
So the Lord said, when you go into this slavery right here by ships, you ain't gonna see your land no more again. Go ahead. That's why we haven't been back home yet. As a whole, they got some of our people that migrated back, but as a whole nation, how we came over here, we ain't been back. And that's what we'll go back to Joel too. Go ahead.
And ye shall be sold into your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
He said we shall be sold unto our enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen. What nation of people this happened to? That went into slavery on ships. See, this right in the Bible, but the pastors never taught us. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
So it say no man should buy us. You gotta look that word buy up in the Hebrew. It means redeem. Because right. Because why? The Lord's gonna come save us. He gonna come save us himself. He gonna get the glory for this, just like he got it for Egypt. He gonna get the glory for this. So that's why all the leaders we had that rose up and tried to, like they was gonna deliver us, he ain't let it happen. Because the Lord was
We have to be killed, but to feel.
well, he let anything happen. He got to allow it to happen. Right. He got to let it happen because he can stop it. But
Well, MLK, it seemed like he was just going to do what he did.
right. Right. They had a job to do, but it's just showing you the history of the so-called white man. He killed these men just for speaking truth. They weren't coming at you violently or nothing. They were matter of fact, they was non-violent. He blew his head out. But just showed the wickedness of the white man. Go ahead, Get that on Luke 21. I want that in Joel. It's right here.
I was looking for where the Most High said
Go ahead.
for what they had kept their foot in our neck, and that our punishment was over with. They had kept their foot on our neck. He was going to repent.
Joel.
Yeah, I got another Bible. I was just going to bring that out.
Says,
To
about that showed us no mercy. I came out and looked at that's Ezekiel 35. Verse 4. 5.
When we start at verse 24.
Let's go where you want.
It's Luke chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive unto all nations.
So this is who the word called Jesus Christ. This is what he was telling our people before, because he already was telling, right? He already knew who he was dealing with. So he already was telling the disciples, look, my own people don't deliver me up to these Gentiles, these so-called white people, and they gonna kill me. So he was letting them know what's gonna happen to them after he gone. You know, so he was letting them know, look, go read it again, bro.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
What verse 23 say? It ain't it.
Verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Right.
But there should be a great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people.
This talking about during the time the Lord was prophesied this was gonna happen like 70 AD. So the Lord he started preaching his ministry when he was 33. And it's probably like 37 years after they killed him. He already let the people know though what was gonna happen, or how the people was gonna handle. Go ahead, bro.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive unto all nations.
So he was letting them know, look, y'all gonna fall by the edge of the sword. And y'all gonna be led captive into all nations. So he was prophesied, just like we read in Deuteronomy 28 when Moses prophesied that to us. Then we read in Joel when he prophesied to us. Then you got the Lord. Say he come after all of them, he confirmed. And then it happened. It happened. Go ahead.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
So it said Jerusalem should be trodden down of the Gentiles. So that's when they trodden our land down. First they killed our Lord and Savior. Then, like I said, 37 years after that, we can just take them down here. So this the longest. So we'll go ahead.
Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So it said to the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So during this time, this 70 AD to 74 AD. This is why a lot of people think we from Africa.
We not from Africa?
No, we from in that area.
We didn't originate from Africa.
We from that area. Now the white man that twisted the lands up, I believe that a lot of that up land is out. The part of Israel. So, but I'm just trying to clear, we not Africans how people think. Like the Holy Land was considered Jerusalem and Israel. But it
Do
is.
you think that Africa, parts of Africa, is really the Garden of Eden?
Yeah. Because when you get to talk about the animals, all the different animals, that Adam had the name, they only found in areas over there, right? So.
Oh, I'm going to have to go through that. But my brother did this study, and do you know what the gay population is?
Israel.
No, in the
No.
Israel. What she said in the word.
Oh, I thought you said in the United States.
Yes, how'd you know?
Huh? In Israel. The gay is Catholic.
And you know, we wouldn't have thought it was San Francisco. For me. Yeah, Atlanta. Atlanta's horrible.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. And that's where all the holiest people supposed to be in the world, right?
Yeah, the so-called.
Show it where it's highlighted. I see this in the book right here called From Babylon to Timbuktu. Right. This actually a black man who wrote this book. See, so that's what we do. Like we said, the Bible, a history book. It's our history. So we use the Bible as the reference. Then we go search through history, and when we put the pieces of the puzzle together, the so-called white man tried to hide from us. But our land, land is the land of Israel. Go ahead.
This is from Babylon.
Like I said, part of them lands over there could have been our land too, because that little piece of land, I know I don't feel like it was big enough to house all these 12 tribes.
This is from Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. It says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
Right, so this what we were just reading about. So these are Roman armies. These are actually so-called white men right here. Which they're calling white men today. Back then they was called the Romans and the Greeks. And our people knew them as the Edomites too. Right, what's the word Edomites mean? Read. meaning red, right. Goes back to they were red, and they were the only nation. They the only nation today that don't have that melanin, that pigmentation. They can't stand the sun. Every other nation got it.
Everybody's names in the scriptures have a meaning. That's how you get that meaning. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son.
So this actual history right here. You can go look up General Vespasian. Right.
And his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
So these are ancestors of the people who actually killed our Lord and Savior. These are the ones who put him on the cross. But you had to sell out amongst our people. Help them do it just like you got to sell out amongst our people today. Hate what we doing right now. They go get it.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
Right.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
So this is how we got into Africa. Say 1 million of us fled into Africa. So when you read in Luke 21, the Lord was telling us, you'll fall by the edge of the sword, and you'll be in heaven from all nations. That's a good story. But this is actually going into why people think from Africa. From Africa. 1 million of us fled into Africa during this time. We was running for our lives. They come siege our land. What's the next land to us? You got Egypt right there. Egypt was the closest to us. You got Jerusalem, you got Egypt right under. Then after Egypt, you got all those other nations in northern Africa like Libya, Niger, and all that. So we started to flee. Into all the different areas over there, mainly West Africa. But those pockets of us fleeing all over Africa, just trying to get away from the sea.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
Right, so we fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
So the slave market was full of black Jewish slaves. Now it's going into fast forward until like 1,600 years later, when they started the slave trade. Like I said, the slave market. Talking about what we just read, we should go on a slave by ship. Full of who? Black Jewish slaves. They ain't say it was full of no Africans. Black, because the Jews was black. Go ahead.
Now you're going to tie this to the Bible.
It gives Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64.
Right.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth unto the other, and there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known,
right,
even wood and stone.
Right, so we say we got here, we're going to serve other gods, and we did. We started serving other gods. Now we worship Buddha. Our people worship going to Islam, all the white Jesus, that's another God. Our God was never, our power was never white. He was dark skinned.
It says, this prophecy and all the residue of the prophecies contained in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 15 to 68, befell the black Jews after they disobeyed the laws of God.
Right, so when you get a chance, make sure you read the whole book of Deuteronomy 28. That chapter, you know, you can get all of it, but read Deuteronomy 28, you'll have no doubt in your mind who the Israelites are. No doubt. That one chapter alone, Deuteronomy 28,
Many nations transported the Jews into slavery, and the sons of Israel transmigrated to every continent.
what did it say? Many nations?
Many nations transported the Jews into slavery.
Many nations transported us into slavery. So all nations took part in our slave trade. It wasn't just the white man. He was the big dog of it all.
Spain had a lot.
See, that's where it started. See, that's
But Spain.
no, but see, listen. See, that's what they see. The first slaves actually came from Spain and Portugal, not West Africa, because we were ruling Europe. See, they went into Africa later. But and another thing I'm gonna tell you, the first slaves actually came from this side of the world. It was taken. Christopher Columbus had the first slave, which he was taking the.
Well, they came over here with him because they were over the boat.
Right. He used them as interpreters, so he'll be able to talk to the Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans because they spoke Hebrew. So he brought Hebrew interpreters with him so that he'll be able to communicate with the people. But the first slaves actually came from America and went to Spain and Europe. So the first slaves were actually the Native American Indians, like the Native American, Hispanic, and Latinos. So they were taking them from this side of the world first to Spain and Portugal. Then, right.
They have this look at our history. It's the whole history of the world.
Right.
To the scripture, what's not saying anything like heritage. happening now, we're getting it back. We understand, who we are, why it's happening, and during the time through our history.
So why is that?
Because we disobeyed.
See, they try
We broke the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got cursed.
Yeah. He brought the curse upon us.
Okay, but now the cycle is just everything is going round and round. So our time, we've
He
been.
had to teach us a lesson. It's just like you got a child. And keep telling him until you're going to have that mercy on him. And then you get to the point, you're like, oh, he ain't getting it. You got to show him tough love. That was the Lord. He's like, okay, y'all think y'all got it on your own. You don't need me. I'm trying to tell you what's going to keep you above the nations. Now you want to make deals with them. They're cool with them. So I'm gonna take my hands off you. I ain't going to let them destroy you. But I'm going to let them.
Like Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them handle you to the point to where again I'm
Is that our story? The story of Job?
Job, because he was an Israelite. Yeah.
Well, my brother. Thank you so much for, sharing with me tonight.
Let him finish. I don't mean to cut you out. I want to finish a few more verses.
Okay.
Real.
Because I do
I'm
like
coming out
to
you out.
They gonna start saying, what happened to Carolyn?
Hey, you got something to tell them now. You got something you finna start a study. They're gonna be like, she tripping. She ain't listen to them.
Okay, this is Joel 3 and 4. It said, yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Zidon. So now it's telling you the nations who actually sold us into slavery. Tyre and Zidon. When you look up ancient Tyre and Zidon, Africans actually controlled their nation.
And all the coast of Palestine.
All the coast of Palestine.
Will you render me a recompense?
Right, so this going to the Africans and the Arabs. Go ahead.
And if you render me, if you recompense me swiftly, speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold,
Right.
and ye have carried it into your temple.
So they took our riches, they took the silver, the different resources we had, and the gold.
And my goodly pleasant
Put it in,
things.
They put it in their temple.
Yeah.
That's like you got it. Right, like you said, in the Vatican, they got a room called the treasure room in the Vatican. It's full of nothing, gold, full of a lot of gold. They showed a little glimpse of it on the History Channel. You didn't know they cut it out. But like you were saying, they took our gold, our different silver resources we had
That our history.
in our history. Right.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians.
So it said they sold us into the Grecians. The reason why it's Grecians right here. Alexander the Greek was the first nation, was the first kingdom when the white man started ruling under Alexander.
I gotta get this history. I gotta get it.
Just read the first, you got your Bible. Just read the first couple verses in there. Go ahead, we're gonna let you go. Go ahead. But see, I want you to get this, because this going straight into the slave trade. This going into who sold us and who we got sold to. You know, it said the children of Judah and Jerusalem, and you sold them to the Grecians. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That ye may remove them far from their border.
Right, so they removed us far from our border, which was the land of Israel. Go ahead.
Behold, I will raise them out of the places whither ye have sold them,
So the Lord telling them, look, y'all done that, but I'm going to raise them out of places where you sold them. Go ahead.
and return your recompense upon your own head.
So Lord, like, I'm going to pay y'all back for that. Go ahead.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters
This
into
was
the
gonna be-
hands of the children of Judah.
Right, so just like they sold our sons and how they come to the plantation, the master sell the daughter, and the son or the mother slave, she never seen them again. The Lord gonna get them back for all of them.
That's justice.
That goes back to that 1,000 years we were talking about.
Right. Reaping what they sowed. They're gonna reap what they sowed.
And will return your recompense upon your own head. I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the seekers.
Right, so it said we gonna get them back. We gonna put all them in slavery like they done us. That's the end of that verse out.
To a people far off,
Right.
for the Lord hath spoken.
So the Lord said, so this ain't our own saying. Right. And he did. Start at the top on.
Just go back to
Yeah. He
this
said,
is Alexander.
right. You see, this is actually a part of the original Bible. They took it out because it exposed who they are. You ask any white man who knows something, he'll be like, when y'all first kingdom start? They're gonna let you know it started with Alexander the Great.
And this is these books here is the in between the Old Testament and New Testament.
Right. So this, like he was saying, this the 400 years of history they took out from before the Lord came. This right here continues. They took this history out.
Before you read that though, I heard there was a book of Enoch. And they took that out. You ever heard that?
Well, we heard it. It's different. You even got the book of Jasher here, which the Bible speaks of, but we don't trust it. It's like even the book of Jasher got a lot of stuff that ain't accurate to the scripture. So and even in the book of Enoch, it's kept, we don't deal with it.
Did Jesus ever get married? Did he marry Mary Magdalene? And they had Eve.
That's the lie of white man. See, he always gonna try to throw his lies together to confuse everything. But ask any question you want to ask, man. Yeah, right. That's what we out here to do. Answer any questions that people got, and we gonna prove it after Bible too.
And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Right. So this, like I said, this actually prophesied in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, or the 8th chapter.
They made many wars and won many strongholds.
So he's talking about when Alexander came to power, he won many wars and many strongholds.
And slew the kings of the earth,
Right.
and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him,
Right.
whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Right.
And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations, and the kings who became tributaries unto him.
Right. So this going to Alexander when he came into power. Go ahead.
And after these things he fell sick, and perceived that he should die.
So Alexander fell sick. He ruled for 12 years. He was a faggot, though. They say he died of syphilis. He was a homosexual.
Let me buy you a book.
Okay.
How much it cost?
$70. You got to buy Amazon. You have it too.
Okay,
He got
give you
this
my
one
book.
marked up.
Right. We got it.
That's a good one.
But you gonna go on Amazon to get it, man. I can't say my book. I need it. But like he say, go on Amazon. 2 days, it's you in there.
Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants were ruled, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them many years,
Right.
and evils were multiplied in the earth.
See, so it said when they came into power, evils multiplied in the earth. So they started to spread wickedness.
So that's the book between the Bible, the last.
This, right, on the New Testament. This supposed to be in between.
Because after you just
We had Malachi, then like you said, when the Lord came, the Romans was ruling. But it skipped over when the Greeks came to the leadership. So in the book of Daniel 7, to speak about the third beast that was going to come on the earth, which was the Greek kingdom, it skipped. So you put this in there. This is why a lot of our people that can't understand the New Testament. The preachers will tell them this on the part of it. But we actually prove what it is.
I don't even mention that. I never heard of it.
Right, it's called the Apocrypha. What the word Apocrypha means hidden. Go ahead,
Verse 3, there came out of them a wicked root, Antioch, surnamed Epiphanes.
Right, so after Alexander died, he basically split up the power between his 4 generals. Right here. Jam up here. You playing a guitar for real? Oh, you said they gonna have a concert over there? That's what you going to? The live band?
Plus, they having something else because it's 5 families having reunions right now.
Oh, for real? 5 family reunions at one time. That's great, bro.
For service, I don't know. It's not. They didn't even clean our room when we got back from our picnic at 4 or something. The egg was still unmade. The cows were still all on the floor.
Y'all ain't gonna tell them.
going to reduce our rate of our room.
Okay, right.
And
They also got a big conference here too.